All right, from Starlight Lanes in Bernalillo, New Mexico, here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Both divisions at once. Top seed Nicholas Harnett has had a lot of ups and a lot of downs this year. He's been oh so close to winning a scratch title for a little while. He won the Tournament of Non-Champs for his only scratch win. That's a scratch win in my book, but he'd like to get a full-fledged one for sure and kind of get off the schneid of some bad luck and some errors in title matches. And so far, so good as he's run the front three strikes against LJ Zubia, his opponent, looking for his first career JBT title. LJ's been a Harnett killer already. He beat Nick's brother Nathan twice. Last game in the semifinal match, and then earlier for the U17 title. So he's got Nate's number. Can he do the same against his lefty twin, Nicholas? Next string will end at 3. LJ went strikes pair strike to open. To the right, the handicap title match just getting started. This is top seed Justin Wolf leading the JBT event for the first time. A shaky first frame there. He's going up against Emma Kitchens, who has also won 2 matches in the step ladder. Got by Marcos Montoya in game 1 and Noah Gurley in game 2. The handicap difference is 5. This time Emma is giving the pins. Emma has to win by 5 to tie, 6 to win. LJ won 184 to 171 over Nate to win U17, and then got a Brooklyn for 181, which shut out Nathan in the semifinal match. Bolt on titanium. Pretty mid-scoring pattern. I'd say mid to low in the scratch division. The handicap was weird. There were 4 bowlers that were just a mile ahead of everybody else in the handicap, which made it pretty easy to determine the 4 fights. In case you were confused, it is not 2 lefties making the title match in scratch. Nick bowls with his left arm, and LJ bowls with his right, but does a lefty spin on it. There are an infinite number of ways to bowl, and that's never been more true than in the modern game. Is a righty throwing a lefty backup ball with no thumb would have made everybody's head explode about 20 years ago. These days, whatever, just another way to throw the ball. The game has evolved. Tough spare though with that sleeper. Oh, and he chops the 3 off of that. That's his first open. He'll fall further behind in the match. Big thanks to Ashley and her whole team here at Starlight for having us. Always happy to be up here. The entire casino and the whole property, the casino hotel, has been beautifully remodeled and added to. The rooms were great. I never stayed here before. The casino floor had all kinds of great restaurant options. A giant sports book with amazing food. I had a $11 brisket that was enough for like 4 meals. That was great. And the bowling center itself, they're just finishing up a remodel. They were trying to get it done in time to get us 24 lanes, so they did. Great bowler-friendly settee. There's actually 5 chairs per row instead of like 2. Nice deep settee. Kept the bowler in mind with the remodel, which is rare these days. It's fantastic. Tough spare. He does the other spin. That's interesting. I didn't know he had that trick in his bag as Emma tilts over that 5 pin. I think that's tough when you switch from lefty hook to righty hook, because you haven't thrown on the right side of the lane very often, so it's harder to read what the lane is doing when you've only had a few looks at it. Obviously he knows his game, but right now he is trailing by a significant margin here. Let's see, 42 pins through 4 frames. Harnett has had a couple good opportunities to ice that scratch win. He had a couple missed pairs that were just painful to watch. I'm sure no more for me than him. As Emma tries the Roy Brooklyn, and her body language tells the story there, as that was a mile right, but she got the carry. That's all that matters. Oh, as Harnett rips a messenger over there, forgot to hit it. The kickbacks and sidewalls have always been juicy here at Starlight, no matter what changes they've had, but that was a ripping messenger by anybody's standard, just right in front of the 7. And it is that 7 that's been his bugaboo in title matches. We'll see if he can stay clean and convert it this time. Another lefty, by the way, just taking that. So Emma's the lone righty remaining standing. Interesting. That is nice to see. I'm sure he's happy about it too. Tough to get a read on Nick. He's a bit of a poker face when he's bowling, but I'm sure he is thrilled to have converted that 7. The Traveling Hornets, his brother Nate was all-conference bowler of the year in scratch last year. Nick on the all-star team. As they stand, they are 1-2 in all-conference points. That only happens if you bowl well and travel a lot. They both do both those things. They spare from Wolf in his 3rd. Man. 2 different ways to get rotten breaks there. The rip and Messenger doesn't hit and follows it up with a solid 8. The ball drives right through. He'll take 9 spare when you got a big lead. Keep on marking and you force LJ to start stringing. We know he can, but he's got to find a way to do it one more time. Maintains his form, switches to plastic, no problem at the spare. Oh, wow! Wow. Justin's Messenger knows how to hit him. So he gets them both down to that. Justin's 17, he goes to El Dorado. He's great in high school bowling in New Mexico. He's a product of the high school bowling program, but he's only been bowling since his sophomore year, senior now. Emma's got her golfing to fix. Yeah, there's some good characters. 22's been doing that phantom reset every once in a while. Fortunately, Emma's really good at those scores. College has obviously taught her how to pass bowling computer 101. Good carry from LJ. He needs to follow it up here with a double in the 7th to let Nick know he's still in the building. Tour moves on to Los Angeles next week, then Seattle, then Phoenix. Yeah, he does. Start a residency in Vegas. Perfect shot from Jumia there in the 7th. Doubles up, stays in the match. Perfect shot from Emma, capitalizing off that Brooklyn. Gets her 3 in a row. You guys wanted to see the screens more often. Here they are. You see Harnet's screen there on the right with that comfortable lead. Still time for LJ though. That one. Perfectly bowled title match so far from Harnet. Front 3 good 9 spares. Another 10 in the 5th down there. Emma working on 3 in a row of her own. Tries the Brooklyn again. Nick and Nate obviously bowling, but Emma really from a bowling family as well. Brother Xavier made the scratch cut today. Of course, we got to shout out Emma's dad, who I could have sworn.
Emma's dad went that way.
Emma's dad is hiding.
El Baño.
Oh, El Baño. Oh.
What's El Baño?
You're in New Mexico, Nicholas. Hands are up for the... Uh-oh! Hands were up for the 5-10, and then they sheepishly go down. You don't want to miss a 5-10 in the title match. LJ's got to keep stringing. Come on, 7-pin. Nah. Decent shot, just a half 7. Bad time for it. He needed that hit. Nick is not giving him a lot of wiggle room right now. So it looks like he'll go to the righties. No, and stay with the left spin for that. I give up trying to figure out when these guys do their left spin, their right spin. They can kick the ball down and do a header. That's a wide left one. Whoa, as he gets 8 out. It's also a varsity pitcher, is Justin. Pitcher and outfielder for his El Dorado team. That's a shame for LJ. If that 7th had been carried in the 8th, he'd still have room for 227. Now he can only get 206. Nick is in the 220s. So of all of Harnet's close calls, he's never been in better shape than this through 8 frames. Mark will win. That's not a mark for Wolf. Right when he had a chance to catch up from Emma's 5-pin miss, he gives it right back from open there. It was Nate that was in the lead for a large portion of the event. He qualified first after 5 games at plus 145, but Nick came roaring back with 248, 279, 205 in his 3 to grab the lead over everybody. And in the day of Zubia versus Harnett, I think Nick is going to get the scratch title out. That's on the lane. That's 10 in the pit. That scratch title. No mistakes this time with Nicholas. Beautiful game. He's going to win it all. Lead to win it all. This young lady over there, one girl scratched today by 110. Aero 191 to 190 over there. There, she found the camera. There you go. Emma's got 107 through 5, and again, giving 5, so make it 102. It's still good for a 30 some odd pin lead. Oh, and one last exciting moment. Can we get our first 710 on camera? I've never caught one on camera after all these years. No. A miracle finish? Not to be. He doesn't care because that's 244 and that's plenty as it turned out. So good run from LJ. U17 title, second in the main, no shame in that. 195 is the final. Good job out of both of them. Give us a little moment to focus in over here on Emma and Justin going out of the handicap. That is Emma's scoreboard on the right. Again, I'm leading by 30 something. Same deal as Nicholas, just Phil frames. Put all the pressure on Wolf. There you go, so far, it's really good karma for Emma because she's the only one that knows for sure how to fix the lanes when she does that little gutter ball thing. There's Papa was trying to compliment, but he was in El Baño. He shot a 300 game this week, but he did it in a JBT shirt.
T-shirt, baby.
Yes. So. That happens. Let's see what Wolf can get going here. Sometimes you can fiddle around with the batter. Right now it's throw strikes. Literally. Bowling to baseball. Not to be. Not the same magic he's had all day long. He was multiple qualifying squads this week and he bowled bad on Saturday. No way around it. And he was phenomenal today. The high game of 235 scratch to get to plus 231. Solid in the semis as well, way over average, 560 or so for his 3 semifinal games. Title matches are different creatures, and he's in the process of learning that right now. Tough baby split, but nicely done. Nice to see the almost unconvertible 2-7 in his case. Yeah, man. Nothing went wrong this time, Nick.
Not another
No
7
mistakes.
pin. I picked up my 7 pin.
Yes, you did. We talked about it. There you go.
Something must have got through my thick head. Now I have an official scratch JBT title.
Talk about that too. Your scratch win is a scratch win, but this is the no asterisk.
No, there's no question asked.
No question at all. That's going to break the ice. You're going to win a bunch. Well, for Wolf, just running out of frames right here. He's trying to sit down already, get over with. Oh. Working a little bowling out there. I hope. Oh, he's on texting his coach. Help. I'm in the 8th. Emma's not helping. He struggled at his first event back at 10 pins in September. That's a tournament that a lot of people struggle with that Miller pattern. It's going to be a runner-up finish. finish, but he'll take all the positives after this. Speaking of positives, I was positive he had a Dodgers cap on with Mets lettering. Then I saw it was more purple. Then he explained to me. Explain your cap.
It's the Big League Chew.
There you go.
Big League Chew version.
I thought he was a very confused National League fan there for a second. But it's all good. Try and get a smile out of him there. Right now, it is all Emma. Can't miss a 5-pin that way when you swat it out on the Brooklyn side. Starting to get a little sass from her, air quote, fan club back here. Still a decent crowd hanging out on a Sunday afternoon here. Zubia over there. They're getting rid of these masking units. I think that's a shame. I think these are classic masking units, but I guess the league rollers don't like the big giant pins sort of reflecting on the lanes. I can see that. No. Does not convert the nearly impossible 310. It's not going to matter. Emma, can you do the gutter thing? See, this is why Emma's getting the good karma. She does this faster than anybody else in the building.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
Put me on the stop.
She'll get her commission from Starlight later. I'd hoped to see, we had to finish in time for Cosmic last night. I was hoping to see the Cosmic setup. Maybe you saw that. I'll pan up here in just a second. Some shots. Corner pins plagued the runners up. Because, back in the early days, Cosmic, quote-unquote Cosmic Bowl was one disco ball, over lane 16 in a 32-lane house. Look at the lighting setup up here. It must be amazing. Corner pin practice for Wolf. This is all good experience for the next time you get here, though. It's garbage frames as far as the result of the tournament, but you can learn from every single time. And I guarantee you, the next time he's back in a step ladder, he'll bank this experience. It'll be tougher. Disappointed for a little while, and then be real proud of coming in second out of about 50 bowlers or so today. All weekend. 3 qualifying squads. A quarter of each field advance, which is usually 5 or 6. It's a strike this time. Justin, congrats. You just struck, because it doesn't matter. Over and done, so I'm getting. Who knows? Lane 22's had about enough. So yeah, so let's not make the same mistake, Emma.
Now we don't change your score. Now we don't change your score.
Just remember 183 in the 9th, Emma, just in case it disappears.
Just ignore that. Ignore that. I promise it's, yeah.
If this was the 10th frame all tied up, we would have had a nightmare scenario here. Fortunately, that didn't happen. It's a new install. You gotta work out the kinks a little bit. We'll get there, I'm sure. Rough final, but great tournament. You get that far for him. It's over, Johnny. It's over.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried to change.
Would you like to throw your 10th frame on any other lane for the record?
Here, I'll
You go for it. You pick a lane and go. We don't need it back on.
No, just pick a lane.
You got your
go,
ball,
you're
right?
only forward.
Pick a lane, Emma. We're now doing boomerang.
Roll the ball. You already-
I would love to do that in a JBT sometime. Whoop, do boomerang, get 10 lanes, you get one shot per lane to build your game. And then put 10 different patterns out. Let's go. The ultimate boomerang. Listen, this even happens at the pros. In the 90s in Long Island, I remember they had to go to a backup pair on TV.
Really?
Wrong lane,
All I
Emma.
wanted was a
Emma's going to make her spare and throw her last shot on 29 and confuse the open bowlers over there. They're not going to know what hit them. Hopefully she makes it so we can have fun. Ah, come on! Can't even mark on a lane she's never been on. Well, it's 190 something, but it's also a ladder climb and a first career title for Emma. Way to go. Oh, they're still friends. After the beatdown in game one, they're still friends.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. He's bitter about the Brooklyns. Listen to that. He's all salty on the Brooklyns. Well, left side, right side, a lot of strikes fell for a great stuff this weekend at Marleo. We'll do it in LA next week.
Good job, Emma.